Hello, my name is SwissBianco. In this video I will talk about the Timberline knives key tool, basically the SwissBianco Swiss key tool design as we see it over here in its original packaging. That's the original version. In this video I will show how the criminal misuse Chinese fake copy looks like and how you see firsthand the difference, so you can avoid buying counterfeit items. On the right side we see the original packing and original Swiss key tool. On the left side, in this lousy brown cheap cardboard box, is the copy from China. That is already the first sign that should makes you wonder why the Timberline box looks like this. That is not an original Timberline box. Timberline would never do boxes like this. They have the white, yellow, black and the purple colors and not such a simple cheapest box like this piece of crap. So first hand is the packaging, that you see the difference between the real deal and the original and the copy. It's very nicely done. On some knives that also get copied, you see of course a box from Timberline, not a clamshell packaging like this. But in this case, on the Swiss key tool, that is the only packaging used is this one. There is no other box or other packaging of the Swiss key tool from Timberline. So that is the first point that you see. This can never be an original. As we open it, then we see inside a bit a cheap packaging material and already the fake Swiss key tool. As we compare it to the original Swiss key tool, as we see, on top is the original and on the bottom is the copy from China. We see firsthand there is a lanyard. This lanyard here is handmade. It has a storm drain design, knot-in design. So that lanyard is only by the original. And on most pictures that the criminal Chinese use for marketing their crap, they do not show this lanyard, because they simply did not copy the lanyard. They saved the money, they did not do the lanyard. If you like the lanyard or not is less of a point. It just shows you on the picture that without this lanyard it's for sure a copy. So that is one point. A little bit less visual, we see the split ring has a higher quality. It's a bigger. We see the copy one just barely goes a bit overlapping together. The real deal is basically like a split ring from Swiss Army knives. It goes all the way around a couple times and comes together. So this split ring here, that is just a piece garbage. We see here it hardly overlaps. It's just a little bit, then a quarter that it overlaps. On the original we see it completely overlaps a couple times and it comes together pretty close, like it should be, that you have a good quality. So that's the second point. And then as we take it apart, on the sheet itself, other than the split ring, optically you don't see much of a difference. The Timberline logo is more bulged on it. This one is more flat. But we see they did misuse the molding as well. so on pictures and optically you have a hard time see the difference other than the split ring. We see here also the hollow rivet is a tad bit smaller than the original one, also to save cost. Then the main differences on the tools itself. The Chinese did not spare any criminal energy to make the copy look like the real deal. We see they even put on a laser engraving on the copy here. They even put the model number and China, but we see it's not completely the same as the original on top. Again, the original always has the lanyard. So we see the engraving is different. Also over here and on top, those criminals in China did not even spare to misuse the Timberline and the Swiss Bianco logo and trademark. And then we see the quality of the product. We see way more grinding lines and the edge is not straight like the original is. The copy is cheapest stamped out of a non-heat treatable sheet metal. We see that on the sides here. We see by the copy it has rough outside from the stamping. On the original it's fine, sanded, blasted. The original is completely rough. And this all around, on any side you see the crater, the moon-like quality on the edge compared to the clean grinded edge on the original. Usually on those copies also the edge here where it cuts is never straight like the original. It has a little bit of curve. They simply grind it in their Chinese criminal company, warehouse, manufacturing plant, whatever. Just simple grinding and finish. They don't care about it. So that's only some of the quality points. From the quality standpoint, you can never expect this Chinese copy come even close to the original. By the original we used high quality steel and it got a good heat treating. The Chinese one, as I did test out, I have currently 2 of those Chinese copies. The Chinese did not bother with do any heat treating on their metal. Therefore you will not have any edge holding on it. It will not function safe. It also will not function with the screwdriver as well, or with the cord cutter, as well as a heat treated one, an original one. So it's just plain simple a cheap piece of garbage what they manufacture. The Chinese version, I see the cheapest price online with shipping to USA for about $1.20, and this price will tell you everything. For a $1.20 shipped to USA you cannot expect any quality at all. So if you go for the design, for the design of this tool, then I would rather suggest buy an original where you have the quality, the workmanship and the original factory involved, instead of a cheap garbage criminal misuse Chinese piece like here that will not help you much at all, because it will not hold an edge, it will not last as a screwdriver, anything at all. So there is either $1.20 or Sometimes they even sell it for $5. Spend rather bad instead of a bit more money for original that is well heat treated, that is well made and all that. We see the copies for a while now, so it was time for me that I make this video and show the people where is the difference between those tools, because it's pretty easy to spot if you see the details, like the like the lanyard here and the packaging compared to the box that the criminal Chinese use. So do not buy those fake Swiss key tools, and to the Chinese that made these versions, I can just say the worst. If they at least would have make it in a quality that works for the average user, then that is one thing, but you did make such a cheap garbage quality that it's not gonna last. It's dangerous actually to use with this kind of quality. So that shows it all from those criminal Chinese. Also, as you misuse the name, the trademark, the design, the brand name, everything, that's just disgusting. If you would do at least a little bit of design themselves, that would be one thing, but if you just knock it off one to one, just the same, even with the laser engraving, that is just disgusting. It's completely disgusting, and those Chinese, they should be completely ashamed and go to prison. That would be the best. And there are some resellers I see also, they should be ashamed as well. Some of them are already in USA. They buy this piece of crap in China and they simply sand a bit off the timberline engraving with a bit of emery cloth, and then sell the item without the box, quite likely. And they make money out of those Chinese garbage as well. So all in all, it's rather disgusting, and yeah, I'm not that pleased, and Timberline for sure not either. And this is just as a warning for the customer. Don't buy counterfeit items of any kind. That is 99% not worth it, material wise, design wise, all together. So for now we better leave it with that piece of garbage.